Well, good evening, guys. I just finished up almost an hour of practice. Really into one song tonight, just one song. Neil Gow's Lament for the Death of His Second Wife. Love it, love it, love it. Look it up on the internet, watch it on YouTube. Several good players on there. I suggest if you're going to learn that or any other song, look through several videos of a particular song you want. Right now I just finished learning South Wind, which I know pretty well by now. South Wind and Skyboat Song. Both of those have a number of different fiddle players doing them. Pick out the one that most suits you and learn it. But on a song as complex as Neil Gow's Lament for the Death of His Second Wife, I'll tell you what, first time I heard it, I said, oh, the thing is hauntingly beautiful. Just a beautiful old Irish ballad. And I thought I'll never learn this thing. You know what? I'm amazed after sitting and for several nights of practicing it, I'm getting there pretty quickly, and not as smoothly as I want to, but I've pretty much got the song down now, and it's not a simple song, but anyway, check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. One other thing I'm going to just suggest here in closing, because I need to go ahead and clean my strings and put my bow away and kind of clean up my fiddle and put her to bed for the night. But one other thing I just want to suggest in closing, practice every night. I mean, if you can set aside the time, take the time to really practice. This past week, in the middle of a snowstorm, I went over to Westboro House. It's a nursing home in this area. And I played for my old ladies. My mom calls them her old ladies. The senior citizens that live in that facility. And I started playing for them every other month or so. Probably about 6 or 8 months ago, I started going by and bringing my fiddle. I would do a Bible study there every week. But anyway, and I was playing for them. And when I started out, it was awful. This time, after putting myself in a regular regimen every single night of playing, you know what? I played a lot better. And not only that, but I couldn't believe it. I looked at my list of all the songs that I played. I must have been playing for almost an hour. I only intended to play for like a half an hour. But anyway, it's good for you. It's good for you. So get out your fiddle every night. Spend some time. It doesn't have to be night. That's just mine. That's my thing. And I wait till I hear my wife has gone to bed and get out my fiddle and make sure she's in tune, rosin up the bow, and just spend some time. Now, when I say I spent an hour, and I'm going to shut up after this, when I say I spent an hour practicing, part of that hour, because this is part of my practice, part of that hour was watching this one particular fiddle player do Neil Gow's Lament for the Death of His Second Wife. It is just, the guy plays with such feeling. It is glorious. And, when I say I'm learning to play and I've got this song almost down now, well, I've got the mechanics of the song down. I can play the song pretty much. But then what you got to do is listen for the feeling. Listen for the soul in it, the heart in it. And when you get find yourself a really good version of it, and listen to it, and listen to it, and listen to it, and then pick up your fiddle and play, and go back and forth and back and forth. So anyway, but I still did. I probably did at least a good 3/4 of an hour of solid playing in the midst of checking out that particular song on the internet. All right, well, that's it for tonight, guys. I just wanted to share that with you. I'm really excited about it. It's rewarding when you take the time and and really put into practice to realize, and you go back and think what you were 6 months ago or 3 months ago, and think where you are now. And just keep playing, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Get out your fiddle, pick up that bow, and get some practice in, and enjoy yourself. All right. And by the way, any time you guys want to write in and tell me what you're practicing, what you're working on, by all means, I'd love to hear from you. So God bless. Have a good evening, and we'll say good night from the hills of Vermont. One more note on practicing. And by the way, you can tell because I've changed my clothes here, and it's about a week or so later than the last one. Anyway, I had some more thoughts on it, and I wanted to just bring them up. Look, I know in the audience of people, and I've got probably 200, 250 people following Old Fiddle's New Life. And so I know in this audience of people that check in and are listening, and you're probably listening for a variety of reasons. But on this subject of practicing, I'm probably one of the least qualified guys, to be talking about it. I'm sure that a lot of you are, doing classical pieces, memorizing or reading off sheet music and so forth. I'm doing a little bit of the sheet music stuff, but basically, I'm probably not qualified to go giving a whole lot on that. But I would say this to you, that when it comes to practicing, there are two ways that I do this. Basically, there's just pick up my violin and my bow, and I have a list of pieces that I'm working on every night, and I'll go down through the list and try to play them as cleanly and nicely as possible without any scritches and scratches and all that kind of stuff, and just really try to every time improve. And if I go through a piece and it comes out poorly, I don't let that bother me. I start it all over again. After a couple of 3 times, if I'm still having difficulty, I'll drop it and move on to another piece. But I have a list of probably 6 or 8 songs that I work on a regular basis. Most of the ones recently are the Irish and Scottish ballads. And I'm really enjoying those. Some of them are brand new to me that I've just picked up, and I'm really enjoying trying to not only get them, memorize them, but also to play them better and better as the nights go by. But on the other hand, there's a way, to just go ahead and pick up your bow and go through the songs. But on the other hand, I find it useful for a long time to be videotaping myself, and I use my cell phone, my camera on my cell phone, to videotape each one of those. Well, after a while, that gets a bit burdensome. To reach over and start it and stop it. Okay, and so I've kind of quit doing that, and I got this app on my cell phone called video recorder or something like that. Hang on, I'll put it in the app. I'll put it in this video, and I can reach over and tap it, and it starts, and it'll start recording it without no video involved in it at all. Just strictly, it's recording how you sound. And I keep mine on stereo, but that's where the best quality of sound is, and that's helpful because you can hear the mistakes, you can hear when you've done well, and just by audio recording. And by the way, I guess that's what it's called, audio recorder. But anyway, by just recording it, the audio's on it, and then you can play it back, listen to it, pick out the mistakes, things that you want to work on, and you don't have to keep that. You can hit record again and record right over that one, and do a brand new recording. And each time you get a chance to listen to it and see how you're improving or not. And I find that to be extremely helpful. And just, if you have other ideas on these things, go for it. And again, I encourage you, if you are whatever piece you are particularly working on, if it's a difficult, even if it's a piece of classical music. I've played some classical, mostly on viola, but I would love to hear from you guys and hear what you're working on, and some ideas that you have about practice, and ways that you've been able to improve, and ideas that you have for making your practice more effective and useful. All right, guys, I think that's it for tonight. I'm going to probably add a piece on here that I've been working on. And other than that, we're going to make this just kind of a short video. Thank you for dropping by Old Fiddles New Life, and hope to meet you on the next one. God bless. Again, keep in mind, write in. Let me know what you're working on, okay? God bless. Have a good night. We'll catch you on the next one. So every night after cleaning my strings, I put my violin in the case. And I realize, no, but not everybody has to do this. I do it because this my man cave is very dry. It's beautifully heated in here. And I don't like to leave it out, because I'm afraid that by the next morning I'm going to find my strings have popped. Have come undone because of things drying out. So I do this at night. I don't know that it does, that protects it, but I do this every night to keep my violin and kind of a more stable condition. I kind of believe in it. It's my thing. Anyway, and when I get up in the morning, most of the time I'll leave it in here until I feel the need to maybe pick it up and play it a little bit, and I'll open everything up, get it out, and just have it handy by and do some playing as necessary. Okay, so here's my fiddle practice in a nutshell. Every time I get my fiddle out of the case, I go ahead and rosin up. I've got Parastro, Gold Flex, I'm sure they're probably better rosins, but that's what I've got. And this is a Glasser bow. I don't have any wooden bows. As a fiddler, not a classical player, I find this Glasser to be quite admirable. I mean, I have not had any problems with it. I'm sure there are better bows, but anyway, this is my I have two of these. I have one for my viola and one for my violin. So anyway, that's at the beginning of the day, beginning of my fiddle practice. I go ahead and rosin up and start my routine. And then when I'm all done at the end of my fiddle practice, and before I put my violin to bed for the night, I go over here, and here's my denatured alcohol. And don't get me on the spelling. I'm sure that's spelled wrong. It's probably ED on the end. Okay. Anyway, I have a little, and I rotate these. I make a new one periodically, but I have a little paper towel pad, and I just get some paper towel damp with my denatured alcohol, and I clean my strings. And so I start out every fiddle practice every day with completely clean strings. And yeah, it makes a difference. So anyway, that's kind of my routine. And I love it. I mean, I love taking care of my violin. I love taking care of things and making sure that things are done right. And part of it has to do with having done a lot of work on violins and seeing the results of people not taking care of them. But anyway, that's it. All right. Thanks for letting me share that with you. Just a little bit of information. Guys, get out your fiddle, do some practice. Enjoy it. Bye.